Alright, today we're going to talk about a Detroit area on the west side known as Zone 8. Now, Zone 8 is the 48208 zip code, and the reason why they call this area Zone 8 is because of the police code. Police call this area Zone 8 because of the zip code, 48208. Now, specifically in the area of Zone 8, I want to talk about a neighborhood called Northwest Goldberg. Not many people know that this area right here is called Northwest Goldberg. Now, let's dive into the history of this neighborhood. The area south of West Grand Boulevard and east of 14th Street is known as Northwest Goldberg. Northwest Goldberg is one of Detroit's early 20th century integrated neighborhoods. For decades, redlining laws prevented minorities from becoming homeowners in many areas of the city. As the city expanded with the spread of the auto industry, Detroit's Jewish community moved increasingly into new developments on the north side of the town. Now, once upon a time, this neighborhood right here was predominantly Jewish, but we're going to dive into a little bit more. Louis Goldberg was one of the area's first residents. He moved with his brothers to Detroit from London when he was 22 years old. He became the first Jewish inspector for Detroit school until his death in 1903, after which the city named the neighborhood's newest school after him. The neighborhood remained largely Jewish until shortly after World War II, when many Jewish Detroiters began general shift to the northern suburbs. Jewish homeowners were willing to sell their homes to black families at the time, when very few others would. Now, people don't know really about Detroit back in the day. Detroit had a lot of redlining. Black people really couldn't move into certain neighborhoods. And this was one of the first neighborhoods where black people was able to move to in Detroit. Now, back in the day, most black Detroiters had to stay in the area of Detroit called Black Bottom. Here are some throwback pictures of the Black Bottom area. I'm gonna dive more into Black Bottom on another video. And not many residents was able to leave this area of Black Bottom. But Zone 8, and specifically the Northwest Goldberg neighborhood, was one of the first integrated neighborhoods in the city of Detroit. Let's dive back into this article. Now we're going to head down to the bottom of this article. Now the area goes by a host of different names. Some prefer the oldest term, named after the school, which is Northwest Goldberg, while the long-term residents revert to it as Zone 8, a police term which is used to describe the zip code. That's a little history on the neighborhood of Zone 8.